Hi Virgo, if you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your ink blot made in your name and essence, scroll style. And I'm going to take a boo here to explore your aura for any shapes or symbols that speak. So thank you for holding space for me to share my insights. Whew. And I'm going to dig in here. Virgos. Seeing a lot of boomerangs, greater than, less than symbols. I'm seeing a wrench. I'm seeing some sort of, I don't know if it's peaceful or sleeping. I'm going to use the word monster, but it's almost like when I say that and I hear something's misunderstood, this monster's misunderstood. And it could simply be of its size, the way I'm seeing it. I'm also seeing one of those clothes hangers. I have one in my bathroom, in my laundry room there. And it's like a clothes drying rack. And I'm drying lots of things. I'm also seeing swordfish. And something in... Could be... Okay, so I'm like right in here. The solar plexus towards the heart, but I'm going to dig into the solar plexus here to start. Okay. Greater than, less than in the roots. I feel like there might have been a journey in your reflection of maybe your root chakra, root energy, or just simply where you're at right now in the Virgo energy of reflecting upon your root space, your foundations, your money, your food, your resources, that kind of stuff. Like here and now. It doesn't have to necessarily be from childhood or anything like that. It definitely makes me feel like right now I'm looking at what brings in greater than, less than. Almost like I'm budgeting something. Am I going through a budget? I might be going through a budget, or just simply reflecting through to say, I don't know if it's about saving, a few dollars, or where can I spend a few more dollars on something if I have my eye on something. I'm seeing a waterfall and Fiji popped in my head. I don't know if there's a dream vacation that I would like to save up for. It doesn't have to be Fiji, of course. It's just what's makes me feel like a dream vacation. Apparently, somewhere in my own psychology, that is a dream vacation or destination. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing barn doors, but they're like those sliding barn doors that I think are pretty popular nowadays, or at least they were a short time ago. And they open up to things. Something's being worked on. Something's being worked on. I feel like I want sun. Like even my solar plexus, I feel like I want sun. So if anyone maybe contends with seasonal depression or is affected by the season that's in my time and space is winter, and maybe that's bringing me back down to the saving for the vacation. It could be very therapeutic. But I'm working on my solar plexus because I'm noticing as I'm here, Virgos, as a guest in your aura, so thank you. The solar plexus serves as like the sun radiating to all my other energy centers. And if that doesn't resonate, it's just simply like a battery of sorts, is how it's feeling. The battery of my being. What is that? There's some witch's phrase that just came through. Something in toil and trouble, toil and trouble. And those I said the name. They're the sharks with the long nose. Oh my goodness, see? I apologize. Can't always remember linearly when I'm in such a liminal landscape. Swordfish. Did I even say swordfish before? Not sure. That's fine. So swordfish are protective over the solar plexus space. My vitality, my energy, because I'm doing something here. I have a dream. I have a wish. I have a dream and I want it to come to fruition. There's some sort of destination that I feel right now, being in the Virgo energy, I am working towards. Greater than, less than. If I can take this route to work to spend less gas, but take that money and put it in my vacation fund or put it in my retreat fund, whatever the case may be. And of course, this is symbolic. If whatever that is for you, that's what it's making me feel like I'm, yeah. And by doing so, it's kind of like taking a deep look at the foundations of things around me. Do I need this? Is it worth $5? Worth $500? Do I still want to enjoy it tangibly, or could the funds go towards funding this other thing? Greater than, less than. Like, there's always this balance, this give and take. Okay, I'm being brought back up into the solar plexus space with the swordfish that is being protected. I can't get away from this wrench that's in there, and I don't know if you maybe, like, again, it could be that seasonal depression, just maybe there's just something like a wrench, that toil and trouble, just, ugh. But work's being done. Okay, I'm being asked to come up to the monster that's misunderstood. Oh, okay. I'm going to get my scrying here, Virgos. Hold on. They're storks. You have thank you. You have storks in this misunderstood monster. And that's really not the right word. What am I seeing there? I am seeing a movie I've never seen before, but I'm pretty sure, obviously, because I have some sort of wisp about it. A trailer, there's a little boy or little girl, not sure, with a robot. And in this robot is your friend. This monster, strictly due to its size, works for you to help uncage you. It's also very protective over you. I could even say it's like an armor, Virgos, if that resonates with some. There's like an armor. And maybe in the past when you've had this armor on, you could be monstrous. Or maybe just perceived like normally you're very sweet, but you also have this monster side. I don't know. Okay, so the King of Wands came out in the feminine, which is reminding me of the Queen of Hearts. But it's of this position where sometimes being in a certain position, Seven of Wands has come through again, yes. You have to make tough decisions. Tough decisions, greater than, less than, coming through. Serve and protect. Serve and protect. Somebody might be a police officer or in a position that is of service to humanity or amongst that. Okay, there's a breaking free of something with the Seven of Wands and the Death. Scorpio you might have a Scorpio around you as well, or a Scorpio might be imprisoned. This could also be an aspect of your energy. If something's misunderstood and it's like, oh, maybe you've misunderstood your own demons of sorts, or a particular area, and through this greater than, less than exposure of what parts of myself, even if it's only for, furniture or stuff in my home, that I can go to this destination, save for this destination, but I'm also doing that within myself. Because I want to release a part of me that I think I might have misunderstood. reminds me of that that quote, and I'm going to butcher it, but I'm going to go for it. You know, be the person you are the person you wanted as a child. And maybe that shift of perspective maybe could help. The Queen of Hearts just made me feel like it's that position. It's not the Queen of Hearts, it's the King of Wands. If that means anything to you, follow that. I'm drawing into, I'm a very magical being, Queen of Hearts. I'm the Queen of my heart. I am the Queen of my heart. And something might be, just some things are letting go. Tough decisions. And then I'm perceived as the Queen of Hearts, like the monster. You see what I'm saying, Virgos? If that resonates in some sort of way, shape, or form. Got the Three of Wands here as well. And I'm going to flip your ink blot while I'm gazing upon this for a moment. Okay. So in this card, if the lighting will let it go through, probably not. There we go. There's like a bunch of birds in the background. I'm calling in. And your ink blot has it too. I'm calling in. These actually look very, very similar to me. So I'm going to land there for a moment and see where it takes me. You've been a lot of places. You've done a lot of things. You've had a lot of different experiences is how it feels. And a lot of them are in the dark. But now there's one that's standing out. And you're kind of moving it around it emotionally. Like it's almost like you're checking it out. You know, how do I want to contend with this? And now whether that is this monster, not a monster, that is of oneself, or it could be the Scorpio energy. When I land in that, I feel peace. When I feel peace, even when I feel like I've been misunderstood, I hold the peace of my person. I'm calling in messages from around me. I'm emotionally. And I don't know if this is an awareness I'm aware of, Virgos, or if it's something I'm realizing I have a lot more support than I thought, or I don't realize my emotions attract different beings, different messages from people. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. All right, back to the ink blot to stay focused. Sorry, I kind of got lost in that space there as when it's like watching all the birds. And then I was like trying to decide and discern my emotional state in that moment to be like, oh, am I attracting this? Or like, what's the language here? You know, when you see birds flock together and they're in unison, but this feels more individual, more seagull style. If I recall, I don't think seagulls travel. Well, they might travel in flocks, but anyway. Okay. I'm seeing this like and the Knight of Cups is here. You might be having some conversations that pull at your heartstrings. Hence with the Three of Wands. Something's being unleashed, maybe even from this conversation, or a conversation within oneself or from another. But I'm feeling like I want to be careful not to squawk, because I don't want to attract more squawkers. I'm seeing like land, and then it comes down into, I don't know if it's a pit or what it is I'm seeing. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, thank you. It's not land. Well, that's not true. If I stay here, I'm in the land space. Okay, so I'm going to follow that first. When I'm in the land and I'm in here, like really, really tight, and then it's like I'm on one of those rides, in like the log ride. There's water, and you're gonna go down the hill, and then everything's gonna get splashed. That's what it makes me feel like. Strength, Knight of Wands. Like it's that roller coaster feel, but it's a water. It's like the log ride or something like that. Okay. And then when I wandered the other way, as it flipped on me in real time, I'm seeing I think it's the nose of a bull or a sheep. More realistically, I see it as a sheep because it feels softer. Feels a little softer. And it kind of makes me feel like where I want to go, whatever my destination is, whatever my dream is, whatever I'm saving and moving towards, I want things to be a little softer. And that feels really strong to say. It's almost as if I want to stop proving how strong I am, if I may. I just want to say I want to stop proving it. And I am strong, but I want to be a little softer about it now. And I want to protect that. I want to protect that. I'm seeing a lion. Oh, and the lion came up in the strength. That's funny. Okay. A lamb and a lion. What is that saying? In like a lion, out like a lamb. It has to do with the season, I recall. Is it Groundhog Day? If the groundhog sees their shadow? The lore is that it'll, oh, spring's coming in. Okay, whatever. I don't need to get caught up in that. Perhaps spring is a season that you'll choose. You'll choose by looking at your own shadow, if this is within oneself or an aspect that's being played out with other people, places, or things that are also a part of you. Oh, we're done there. Okay. All right, Virgos, I'm going to get ready to close out here if we have anything else, and scroll to the bottom of your ink blot, which I'm seeing mermaids, yes, conscious connections, and after the storm. Ooh, that was a really interesting way those cards wanted to come through. But I'm going to trust that. And there's a card flipped over here. Going beyond normal. Virgos, if you've been through a storm, if this is what has inspired this whole greater than, less than, maybe just looking at your things. Again, this doesn't feel troublesome necessarily. There's emotion. Yeah, I have emotional attachment to things. I enjoy looking at them. They please my eyes, or they're part of my history, this, that, or the other. But am I ready? Am I ready to let go for a new possibility? Am I, make space for new things? Or I do feel like a destination, something along that kind of lines. And then there's this other aspect where I feel like there could be something going on in regards to a little bit of a squabble with a person, place, or thing. And this also adds to the air of clearing out. Clearing out. As long as I don't, at least how it feels for me, as long as I don't get my squabble on, like I don't get pulled into the squabble of it, because then it attracts more of that. And I really kind of want to free myself from this, and I have the strength to maintain my composure. Solar plexus is standing out very clearly, like it's reminding me with the moon and her dress of the strength. Yellow might be standing out, or you might be seeing that color a lot. After the storm, and even interesting, after the storm, if I see all this triangle stuff here, it's like all the greater than less thans, all the greater than less thans. And it's like going through your whole life of this puzzle thing, just pieces around you. I'm sensing like a minimalist style coming around, not because less is more, and not because more equals less or more equals more. All of those equations are kind of being thrown out the window here. I'm looking at things individually, and then I'm interconnecting them to make this whole thing that I'm going to easily be able to pack up and take with me on vacation. Or I'm going to be able to easily pack up as like a charm or a bracelet or something along that lines and honor as I move on and move towards. And by saying moving on, I don't mean necessarily moving away from these things in a haste. I mean just simply saying, okay, thank you, greater than. I want to move towards what makes me feel greater than, that fills my solar plexus, that fills my vitality, to create conscious connections with people, places, or things, to create connections with care. And then now I'm in the sacral. This is the part of the creating. I want to create that future for me. I want to create that by being in the present moment and looking at all the things that are around me that could be gifts for other people, that could be valuable and could fund my future. And even if things that come in this death and this Seven of Wands of what I'm releasing myself from, a conscious connection with what I really want, what I really want, what I really care about in my root, what I really care about from that foundational space. And luck is on your side, Virgos. I'm going to let you go. I feel like I've taken up a lot of your time, but thank you for joining me for the story. The strength, I did see mer people down here, and then I got distracted immediately by the conscious connection. Sorry, there's a harp being played around you. So maybe music might be very therapeutic while maybe you're going through your things, or simply reflecting in meditation, this, that, or the other. Or maybe you're packing and you're packing up and ready to move on towards whatever it is that you love and care about. Thank you for being my muse. Until next time, Virgos. Links are below to help Account grow. You can donate to the channel and or request your own. Thank you.